A lawyer representing alleged victims of Sean Diddy Combs say the current cases against the music mogul are just the tip of the iceberg and that other celebrities will be implicated. Lisa Bloom was speaking to our arts and entertainment correspondent, Katie Spencer.
Diddy freaks out after his lawyer, Marc Agnifilo, abandons him between court hearings. Diddy's legal troubles are snowballing, and the situation has taken a dramatic turn for the worse. In a shocking move, Marc Agnifilo walked out during a court hearing, leaving the embattled music mogul to face the mounting chaos on his own. Agnifilo, once seen as a key figure in Diddy's defense, reportedly lost faith in the case, and, more alarmingly, in Diddy himself.
Being another band that the rapper formed called Diddy Dirty Money. Now, in her case, she alleges that she was subjected to inhumane working conditions and had threats made to her life. And Lisa Bloom, who we caught up with in Los Angeles, has been talking to us about how she believes there are hundreds more people she feels that could be making cases who are too scared to speak out. Here's what she told me.
For someone who built his career on confidence and control, this is a monumental blow. If the man paid to defend him is no longer willing to stand by his side, what does that say about the strength of his case?
The case that Lisa Bloom is bringing for her client, Dawn Richard. Now, Dawn Richard was in two bands that the rapper helped form. One came out of a reality show called Danity Kane.
As the courtroom drama unfolds, the internet has erupted over a leaked prison phone call allegedly featuring Diddy. The bizarre conversation has set conspiracy theorists into overdrive. In the call, Diddy is reportedly heard instructing his son to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. While that might sound harmless on the surface, social media users quickly latched onto the cryptic phrase, speculating about hidden meanings.
The patterns. Whenever you have a serial abuser, they follow a pattern. Harvey Weinstein had a pattern, Sean Combs has a pattern, and with all three of them, the stories are a little different, but the pattern's always the same. Come into my orbit, have a drink, you get woozy, take a rest, wake up to being sodomized. That was the pattern, and it was the same in every single story.
Some tied it to the infamous Pizzagate conspiracy theory, while others suggested it might be a code for something far more sinister. Whether it's a harmless comment or a coded message, the timing couldn't be worse. With his legal battles intensifying, every word he says, whether in court or over the phone, is under scrutiny.
A discovery hearing is scheduled for today in the federal investigation into allegations against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. More than 30 lawsuits have already been filed against him alleging assault and rape. 3 separate anonymous suits were filed just last week by men accusing Combs of putting drugs in their drinks and then allegedly raping them. The hip-hop star's attorney says these latest lawsuits are, quote, full of lies. Combs has pleaded not guilty to all the federal charges that are against him.
The leaked call also included warnings from Diddy to avoid discussing sensitive topics over the phone, further fueling speculation. Critics and fans alike are dissecting every phrase, wondering what the pizza boxes might symbolize. While some dismiss the call as a non-event, others argue it points to deeper issues, adding another layer of intrigue to the already convoluted case.
I look forward to taking Sean Combs' deposition in prison. For one thing, we know where he is. He can't say he's unavailable and out of town.
Lawyer Lisa Bloom is representing this woman, pictured next to Combs here, singer Dawn Richard, a member of 2 bands formed by the rapper.
She alleges that she was groped and grabbed by Sean Combs, that she witnessed him physically assaulting other women, that he restrained her, locked her into cars and other places, falsely imprisoned her. And it was just a really terrifying experience for her.
If that wasn't enough, a new witness has stepped forward, bringing with them a trove of potentially explosive evidence. Courtney Burgess, a former associate of Kim Porter, Diddy's late ex-girlfriend, claims to have flash drives containing damning material. Among the files is reportedly a completed memoir Kim had been working on before her untimely demise.
Diddy has just been placed on suicide watch in the New York prison, which has seen multiple deaths in recent years, one through stabbing and numerous through suicide. Some other high-profile prisoners to be kept in there include R. Kelly, Ghislaine Maxwell, and Sam Bankman-Fried. Both prisons are in New York, but the one that Jeffrey Epstein was somehow capable of committing suicide in is in downtown Manhattan.
According to Burgess, Kim had asked her to ensure the memoir was released if something ever happened to her. The flash drives allegedly contain not only the memoir, but also tapes implicating Diddy and other high-profile individuals in deeply troubling activities.
Every single one of them, after the were threatened. They were threatened with physical harm. They were told, if you do anything, it's not going to be good for you. And Sean Combs is not somebody who runs around with a bunch of choir boys, and those threats are very real to all of these men. One of them knew him from the neighborhood, knew the people he ran with, and knew that these were not empty threats. These were not a bunch of lawyers in offices somewhere. These are guys who can follow through, make your life end, cause you physical harm. So they were terrified.
Homeland Security is even rumored to have become involved after learning about the content, signaling just how serious this could become. Kim Porter's death has long been a subject of speculation. Officially attributed to pneumonia, her passing has been clouded by rumors and unanswered questions. Burgess's claims add weight to those suspicions. She alleges that the unedited version of Kim's memoir paints a stark picture of Diddy's darker side, including stories of misconduct and manipulation. These revelations, if true, could mark a turning point in the case. For Diddy, whose carefully managed public image has already taken a beating, the fallout could be catastrophic.
Well, what else are they going to say? They're not going to say they're true. They're going to say the typical thing that's said in every single one of these cases, that these are untrue, it's made up, it's phony, it's just a monetary shakedown. What else can they do? He's sitting in lockup in Brooklyn right now, charged with these very same things. And he really has no defense other than to badmouth the people who are suing him, badmouth the lawyers, and that's what he's doing.
The leaked tapes and memoir notes aren't the only things causing headaches for Diddy. Burgess has also gone public with accusations that Diddy was directly involved in Kim's death. Her unwavering belief in his culpability has only added to the storm surrounding him. She claims the tapes show activities from Diddy's infamous parties, along with other material that could further tarnish his reputation. The timing of these revelations couldn't be worse, coming just as his defense team appears to be unraveling.
This morning, watch how federal agents took Sean Diddy Combs into custody. He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door in handcuffs. His lawyer said Combs had come to New York 2 weeks earlier with the intention of turning himself in. He did not expect the agents to be waiting at his hotel last Monday night.
Agnifilo's decision to step away from Diddy's defense has raised eyebrows across the board. Legal experts and observers are speculating that the lawyer may have deemed the case unsalvageable. With accusations piling up and public sentiment turning against Diddy, continuing to represent him has likely become an untenable position. For Diddy, losing his lawyer is more than just a procedural setback. It's a signal that even those closest to the case see the writing on the wall. Meanwhile, the public response has been as divided as ever. On one side are those who view this as the inevitable downfall of a man who thought he was untouchable. On the other are loyal fans and supporters who see the entire case as a coordinated smear campaign. But even among his defenders, doubts are beginning to creep in. The sheer volume of allegations, coupled with the lawyer's exit and the leaked phone call, makes it increasingly difficult to dismiss the situation as mere rumor or coincidence.
Meet Cassie. See, this is where Diddy's problems started. Cassie was in a relationship with Diddy for 11 years. They split up, and she told Diddy, I'm going to release a book, and it's going to tell everybody everything that you've been up to. You're welcome to buy the rights to the book, but it will cost 30 million. Diddy says, nope, not interested. So Cassie goes to her lawyers and tells him, Diddy don't want to pay for the rights. And they tell her, actually, if we make this a civil case, we will get money in court, millions. They start a civil lawsuit, but the very next day, Diddy pays up and settles the case. The thing is though, a civil case is private. But the feds check the case and they realise, actually, What he has done is definitely a criminal case.
This isn't just another celebrity scandal, it's a high-stakes legal battle with potential criminal implications. For Diddy, the stakes couldn't be higher. His empire, his legacy, and even his freedom are on the line. The court of public opinion is already leaning heavily against him, and with each new revelation, the tide turns further. Whether or not he can mount a comeback remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: the road ahead is anything but smooth. As the dust continues to swirl, Diddy finds himself at a crossroads. The once unshakable mogul now appears cornered, with few allies left and even fewer options. His downfall, if it comes, will be a cautionary tale about power, hubris, and the consequences of a past catching up. The storm isn't over yet, but for Diddy, the forecast is looking bleak. That's all from this video. Stay tuned for more. Thanks!